Hey there, I'm Travis Reynolds from Queen Games, and today my friends Jordan and Dave are going to join me, and we're going to play Rune Stones, which is a new game from Queen. It's designed by Rudiger Dorn. As of the filming time, it's up on Kickstarter right now. We'll have this out so you can watch it. This is a chance for you to see how it plays and decide if it's the game for you. We're here at the lovely Mia Cuppa Coffee Lounge in Elk City. They were kind enough to let us come out and use their space, and it's very comfortable. And we're enjoying some of their lovely beverages. So let's go right into talking about the game. Rune Stones is a game where we all play druids, and we're trying to establish who's going to be the new high druid. So we're levying power, moving around, and summoning creatures, and we're going to go through how all that works. So this, at its core, is a deck builder, and we all start with a base deck, and our base deck has 8 cards, and you can see that they're all numbered from 1 to 107, and they all have different things on them. So these cards are how we're going to play the game throughout, and let me tell you how that works. There are 3 basic actions that we can take on every turn, and 2 of them involve playing cards. You'll always draw 4 cards into your hand, and if these are my cards, then let me switch one. Let me switch these 2 out for these 2. If these were the cards I had in my hand to start, I could do 2 things. I could play them for the action, which I'll explain in a minute, or I could play them to draw more cards into my hand. We can see up at the top of the board that there's a display of 6 monster cards, and then there's a draw deck. The first action we can do is we can play them for resource points to buy cards. If we look at the top of the cards, you can see that there are different colored stars and or circles. And what we do to buy cards is play as many of our we want from our hand that match. So in my hand, you can see I have a green, and then a 2 green, and a red, and then this is a wild. So I could play the 2 green cards, which adds up to 3, and then I could play the wild, which makes it 4. So if I did that, this card would still be in my hand. I would play these 3 to my discard pile, and now I would have 4 points to buy cards from the display up there. At the bottom, you'll see that there's a number of resource points. That's the cost of the card. So the color you're using is irrelevant. You can use them to buy any of the cards. It's just they have to all match in order to play them for resource points. So with my 4, I could buy both the 2s, or I could buy a 1 and a 3, or I could buy the 4, whatever I want to buy. That adds up to 4. Those cards would go to my discard pile along with the ones that I spent. We would slide everything down, and then we would fill the space. So that's how buying new cards and adding them to our deck works. The second thing we can do is play cards for the abilities on them. All the cards have these abilities that are printed on both sides of the card, and they all do different things. For example, let me go over all of the base cards, and I'll show you what they all do. Several of them will give you crystals. Collecting crystals is a key part of the game, or gems. I think they're called gems. So you see a lot of these do that. This card gives me 2. So with that one, I can get 2 red gems. Several of them say I can get this or this, blue or green, yellow or blue. So I play those, I choose. This one gives me my choice of any colored gem.
Except wild.
Except for the white ones, which are wild, that's correct. This one lets me collect 2 points immediately. This one lets me roll the die, which has all sorts of stuff on it. Points, exchange for wild, more points, or, and draw a card. So there's lots of stuff there. And finally, this lets me draw an or, and I'll explain what or does. So on my turn, I can play any 2 of these cards. So let's say, for example, that I play these 2 cards. So I would choose a blue or a green, and I would choose one of my choice. However, anytime you play cards for actions, you are going to lose one of the cards. The higher numbered card is out of your hand. So the 107 is higher than 100. I would lose this card. It's gone from my hand. So that your deck is automatically called as you play deck cards for actions. All of these start cards will not come back. We're playing a 3-player game, which is why we only have 2 of each of the Rune Stones out. We'll talk about the Rune Stones in a minute. But if we do go through that deck, the monster cards would be reshuffled, the ones that have been taken out of the decks, but these starter druid cards never come back. All right, so that's playing cards for actions. So you'll see on our player boards, we all started with 1 of each type of crystal or gem. As we collect more gems, we are going to use those. The third action that we can take is turning gems in for Rune Stones. We have to collect sets of them, and once we have a set of gems, we can take our action not to play cards, but to turn gems in for Rune Stones. You'll see the cost of Rune Stones is at the bottom, and you have to turn in the color that matches the artifact that you're buying. I think I said Rune Stones, sorry. These are artifacts. So the blue artifact would take 2 blue gems. The green artifact would take 2. Once you get to here, each of these costs more, but they give you a bonus action. The bonus is roll a die, the bonus is take an ore, and the bonus is 3 points. And finally, you can turn in any 4 gems to buy a white artifact. Once you buy them, they come back to your board, and Dave will show you that on your board, you place it, there are 2 sets of artifacts that you can work on. And each of them has 1 of each color. So there's a green, a blue, a red, a yellow, and a white. The white has to go on the white, but it can also go on any other color. It's a wild artifact, so he could place it anywhere he wants, but it has to go. Only it can go on the white. So once we collect artifacts, at the end of our turn, if we want, we can turn artifacts in. And when we turn them in, we're going to do 2 things. If you look at the bottom of your player board, you'll see that if you have 2, it's worth 3 points. If you have 3, it's worth 6, 4 is worth 10, and 5 artifacts is worth 15 points. You can turn it in as long as you have 2 or more, but you're going to get more points if you wait. But every time you turn in a set of artifacts, you get to claim a Rune Stone. So that's how we get the Rune Stones. And the Rune Stones give us a permanent ability that we can use the rest of the game. We nestle them down here in the top of our player board, and we get to use that ability every turn if it applies. So let me go through and tell you what all the Rune Stone powers are. I'll start over here close to Jordan. When we take that Rune Stone, we immediately assign a gem color to it. And say if I assign blue, from now on, every time I collect a blue gem, I instead get a clear wild gem. The next one says every turn I can turn a ore into a gem of any color, except for white, or I can turn a gem of any color into an ore, vice versa. The third one says every time I play a card that generates points, which we saw some of the cards that do that, I get an extra point. The next one says my hand size is 6, so instead of drawing up to 4, I draw up to 6. The next one says every time I roll the die, whatever face comes up, I get the benefit twice. Next, we have one that says every time I play a card that has an either-or choice, instead of having to choose, I get both. The next one has the wild resource. That says every turn, if I buy cards, I have 2 wild resources to spend, plus any cards that I play. And finally, this one, instead of playing 2 cards for actions, lets me play 3 cards for actions, but note that you lose the top 2 cards that you play. So you're going to go burn through your deck quickly, but it lets you play 3 cards for actions. So as we turn in artifacts and score points, we're going to move out the point track. As we saw, there's some other ways to score points here or playing cards. We're going to play until someone gets to 65, which we can see is indicated by that throne over there. That'll be the last turn. Whoever has the highest score at the end of that turn is going to be the winner.
One quick rule that we didn't mention was you can always turn in 3 ore to buy an artifact, but if you do that, you do not get the special bonus for buying one of those.
Right. And also, you can only buy 2 artifacts at a time.
Right.
So, obviously, you can only do that 2 here because there's only 2 sets. But even if you use an ore, it can only be 2. You can never buy more than 2 in a turn.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and that's shown in the back of your player there. It says you can buy a max of 2, and then you can turn in 3 ore for 1 artifact.
Artifacts.
Right. But you do not get the special ability. All right, so that's the rule. So we're all going to shuffle our draw deck, draw up 4 cards, and start the game.
All right. Now you're the start
I am
player.
the start player because I have this fancy treant that sits right up here on the edge to indicate I was the start player.
It's the wise old tree. I don't think you could say treant.
Oh, okay. All right, well.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to turn in and buy. I've got 3 blue and a wild, so that will give me 4. And I'll buy that red one, the 1, Jordan. And I will buy the The 3. Yeah, sure.
All right. All right.
Those
So
go along with the cards I bought.
Help me
or
out here,
spent
Jordan.
To my discard.
all right. So I'm up. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play 3 points worth. And I'm going to go ahead. Jordan passed me the 1 card and, sorry. And pass me, let's see. I'll take the, give me the 45 there. Yeah, I'll take that one. Okay. All right.
Slide and fill.
Slide and fill. So usually, at the start of the game, you're generally going to be building up your deck. At some point, you're going to have to shift and then start looking to generate crystals, generate points, buy artifacts, and so on.
Now they have to be all the same color for you to play them, right?
Right.
Right.
They have to be the same They have to be the same color or wild.
Okay, then I'm going to do these 2.
Yeah. So that's 3 resource points. So you can buy a 1 and a 2 or either of the 3s. Okay.
And now what do I do with these cards? Do I have to
They go in your
Those and the ones you
discard.
bought are all in your discard. I think you just put it off to the right. I think they're meant to go anywhere. Yeah, out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think your draw's on your left, your discard on your
Yeah.
right, but whatever works
Yeah.
for
Right.
you.
Exactly.
All right.
But any cards you buy always go in your discard pile.
All right. So I'm going to play also to buy. Give me the 1. No, give me the 3. Yeah, I'll take the double yellows.
Double gold. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
All right, is that it?
So I've
Okay.
drawn through. I still need to draw, so I'm going to shuffle my discard.
All right, so
Now do we draw up to 4 each time?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Always draw up to 4.
yeah, you notice that the white dragon is very powerful. The dragon is going to give you 2 crystals of your choice, except for wild. The only problem being, if you notice, it's got a 72 on it, which means it's a rather high value card. So it's hard to keep it in your deck.
Right.
longer.
Once you burn through your druids, that'll be one of the higher cards. It's harder
Yeah.
to keep. And also the reason we don't have any dragons out there to start, if you deal one out, you don't leave it. You don't want any dragons out at the initial display. They come
Right.
out later.
So I'll go ahead and play 3 green, and I'll take this card and hand me the 1, Jordan. Thanks. And those will go in my discard pile, and then I'll draw 2 back up.
And
to
we'll
4.
slide and fill.
Yep. Go ahead and slide those down for me.
Now, when is it that you lose a card forever? You said
Well-
the higher card in whenever you play 2 cards.
If you play
if
2
you're playing
cards
for the action, which
Okay.
is all of the crystal stuff listed below the number, then you're going to lose the higher of the 2 cards.
All right.
Yep. And if it's one of your druid cards, it's out of the game permanently. And if it's one of the creature cards, it's going to go into the discard pile and it'll be shuffled back in.
Right.
So like I said, usually, what we've seen is the first part of your game, you're kind of building your deck, but you're probably going to have to end up buying cards later on anyway because you're going to be depleting that deck.
All right. Well, I don't have much choice right now. I want to get more cards, so I'm going to play just
Okay.
1.
For 2 points, yep.
Okay.
Oh, going for the dragon. Okay. Yeah, like I said, those dragons are powerful. They can get you some stuff, but they're a high number. Your druid cards are all in the hundreds, so playing a druid card
I'm
with
going to play
anything's
for
going to keep
3
it.
resource points, and I want the green 2 and the 1, please, Jordan.
Yeah, like the green, the green, the green, the green, or the green.
There are a bunch of green.
Lots of green out there.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right, so I've got 3 points if I want to use that. And you know what? I'll take, gosh. Man, I'd like that. That's a good combo, but I can't quite afford it right now. I'll take the. I'll play three yellow, and I'll take the 1, and go ahead and give me the 33 there, and that symbol on that card, this one right here,
Yeah.
means that if I play it for its action, I can buy any green card in the row.
Well,
And I'm not really
It doesn't
buying
buy
it. I just
it can
take
take
it.
any green card. There's
Right.
several of those in there. So go ahead and slide and fill.
And now, whenever you use it for the action and get the crystals or gems, can you then immediately spin those,
No,
or is that?
spending them is the third action.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Buy cards, play cards for actions, or turn gems in for runs.
and
for
the
artifacts.
the one thing that you can always do at the end of your turn is turn in at least 2 artifacts to get points in a rune
That's
stone.
the one thing you do that isn't an action.
It's not an action. It's just a choice you have.
Now, what does this mean here? You
It
get.
means you would discard a white wild gem, and you would get a red, a yellow, and a blue.
Yeah, I had a potentially good combo there, but I just didn't have enough points to buy it, so I skipped on it this turn.
All right. I'm going to do this and take the dragon.
Which one? The only one out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one I'll take. It's the only one.
The only one out there. There you go. All right. Oh, slide that down and refill. There we go. Let's see. I will go ahead and play. I'm going to go ahead and play my 2 blue. And go ahead and give me the number 16 card there, Jordan. Yeah. All right. There we go. Let me refill that. We need a 4th person just to refill for us.
All right, we need a card minion.
You're up, Jordan. Is that one of the Kickstarter stretch goals?
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to purchase this.
All right. There we go. Travis.
All right, I'm going to play some cards.
Oh, he's doing
so
an
I'm going to
action.
get an ore, and I'm going to get 2 red gems.
There you go.
And I'll lose the 106. It's gone from my hand.
It's out of the game permanently.
And that goes to my discard pile.
I am going to go ahead and play. I'm going to go ahead and play 4 points worth. And I will take the card number 1 and card number 4 here. And then throw those in my discard and then draw.
Slide them down, Jordan.
There we go. All right. All right, Jordan. What you got?
Okay. Now, for these, they have to be all the same color, correct?
Yep. they
They'd
would
have to be all
yellow.
gold in that case.
All right.
Yeah, the color that you pay is based on the artifact color, and the number of gems is here at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The only exception being the white, which you can use any color gem for. So you could use like 2 blue, a green, and a red.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to play both of these, and that would mean that this would.
So you're going to get a blue or a green.
Right, I'm going to get a green.
Okay.
Then you're going to get
One of your, or
one-
2 of your
two
choice.
Of your choice. Anything but white.
Also blue.
And then that 70, is
You
that,
say also blue. Did you mean also
I'm sorry.
green?
Sorry, I meant to say blue from the beginning. I'm
Okay.
losing my mind.
and then the druid card's
And
out.
that one's out of your hand, right?
Out of your
And-
game.
Yep.
So that's how you do actions.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
It's pretty,
so
pretty
I'm going to
straightforward.
purchase artifacts.
All right.
I'm going to put these 3 here. Then I'm going to put a blue and a wild there. I'm going to
All
take
right.
a blue. I'm going to take a red.
And you get
and
to
I'm
roll
gonna
the
roll
die.
This fancy die here.
You
and
get a
I'm
point.
Gonna get a point.
First point of the game. Travis
I'm
is
the
winning.
winner.
Okay, and then we go ahead and we refill.
Yep. So we're going
The,
to randomly draw there, Jordan.
Yeah, give us 2.
And, yep.
Yep. All right. All right.
And I'm going to turn these in.
So he's going to get
For 3
3
points.
points and a rune stone of his
And
choice.
I'm going to take this one right here.
Okay, so now he has to decide. he's going to make that wild, and he says that his yellow gems are now wild gems for the rest of the game. So that's.
I think actually you just draw wild instead of drawing yellow.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play cards again. I'm going to play 4 green, and I'm going to take this one. And give me the number 1, please. The 25 card there. All right. I think it's time to start shifting gears here. My deck's getting
Slide and fill there, Jordan.
getting bigger there, so I think we're good. Yeah, maybe. There's always good cards to buy, and it's all about combos.
All right, so I'm going to purchase one of these are the ones called Rune Stones, right?
Those are artifacts.
Artifacts, okay.
And you'll buy the
those are Rune
artifacts,
Stones.
and those are, so you buy the artifacts, and then you turn those in for Rune Stones.
Okay,
and
and I'm going to
points.
buy that.
The blue?
Yes.
Okay. You can buy up to
That's
2
2
on your
gems.
turn, so that's 2 blue.
Okay.
So turn your 2 blue in.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
I don't think I can afford anything else.
You
Sure,
could
play
afford
2
the
blue
wild.
and the white and get the other blue.
Yeah.
You could
You
play
could do the yellow.
the green and the white
no,
and get
green
the
and
green.
white. Yeah. Yeah, you got the
You could have
wild.
played 3 blue here and also got an ore instead of playing 2 there. And
So you can always buy up to 2 on your turn, so that's key.
Yeah. So I am going to do that. I'm going to.
okay, so just put that one over
Yeah.
there. So you also will get an ore.
Right. And then I'm going to play this wild one.
So you're gonna pay 4.
Yes.
Okay. Could be the green one instead of the green. You want to spend the green one instead of the clear one.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I forgot I even had a clear one there.
Okay,
you get
there
a-
you go.
But
And
you
you
can
get that.
put on white or you can put on anything
Yeah.
else.
Now you can only buy one of the wild artifacts per turn,
No. Okay.
even if you could afford more.
Okay.
And also, I assume for these points here, that's for on the same track.
Yes, you can only turn in one track.
Once
You couldn't
decide where
combine
they're at,
them.
you can't move them.
Right.
Okay.
So like if you got some more down on the bottom track, you couldn't combine them with the top track.
Okay. And I take one of these, right?
Nope, you have to turn them in.
You have to turn
for
them
points,
in.
too.
Oh, okay. That's what gets
So
me
you
those,
would, if
not
you did it
purchasing
right,
one of those.
yeah, if you did it right now, you would get 3 points. Notice at the bottom of the player board, turn in 2, get 3, and you always get a rune stone regardless of how many points you get.
Right. I'm
So-
going to choose not to.
Okay, so you can
All right.
build up to get
So
as many
I'll
as
go ahead
15.
and take my turn. I'm going to play cards for actions. I'm going to take a yellow and a yellow and a yellow,
All right, so there you go.
and I'll lose the 107.
So now you said that you take
Doesn't
the
matter,
white
I'll just take
instead-
the yellows.
Yeah, well, because they're wild for
Right,
you, so it doesn't really make any difference.
Right.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and play for actions now, and I'm going to go ahead and get 3 blue, and then this one's out of the game. So, oh, thank you, sir. All right.
Okay. So, let me think here. Okay, I'm going to play these cards for points to purchase cards,
All right.
and I'm going to get that 3 right there. And
So you've got
2
wait a
left.
second. You can't play those 2.
Oh, you can't?
Nope, because they're golden. That's gold and red?
Oh, okay. They
You
have
can
to be
only
the
play
same
of one.
color.
Yeah, they have to be the same color.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to do red, and that'll be all.
Okay, so you were able to buy the 1 card, right?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to turn in. I'm going to buy this one
Get a or?
and this one.
Okay. How did you do? Oh, wild. I got to remember that.
Yep.
That one's tricky.
And then I'm going to turn these in. And I think I'll take the one that gives me
So 3 points.
3 points for me. And I think I'll take this one, which gives me 2 wild resources to buy cards, in addition to whatever I play.
You can even use that by itself.
Right,
And
you don't have to play
actually
cards.
use cards. You can just buy something worth 2.
Right.
Wow, that's an interesting hand that I just pulled. I didn't even notice that a second ago. So we're going to go ahead and do that and refill. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually have seven purchasing power in my hand right now, which is an awful lot. It's hard to pass up buying cards when you get that much purchasing power. So I could buy like the 4, the 2, and the 1. That would work. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I've got 7 purchasing power, so I'm going to spend it all. I'm
Which
gonna buy
2
the
do you
4.
want?
I'm going to buy this 2 and the 1 card. All right. Thank you. All right. Well, it's time to start doing things now. I've keep putting it off. I've got a rather large deck of cards to start doing things with. It just depends on what kind of combos I can get.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play both of these.
So you're going to get a gold, a white,
And 2 red.
and 2 red.
And
The
This-
70 is out, yeah. All right, I'm going to play these for 4 and 2 is 6. I'm going to take the first one. I'll take the 2, the blue one. And then I will take, that's 3. Then I will take the 24, please.
20, this
Yep.
one.
Mhm.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Slide those down, Jordan. There you go. And we'll refill 3. And man, there's some good cards coming out. But I think it's time to start doing something here. So I'm going to go ahead and play these 2. This one's going to go out of the game. I will give up a red, and I will take 2 wild gems, and I'll also roll the die. So, whoop, come here and see what I get. Give me an ore, please. All right. Okay.
okay. So what exactly does that mean?
That
It
means
if
give
you
up a
turn in
gold to
yellow
get 2
gem,
white.
You can get 2 white gems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anytime it's got the gem crossed out, it means give that up to get the benefit.
Okay, I think I'm going to just get some cards.
How much you spending?
3.
All right. There you go. Travis.
Well, that's ideal. All right. So I'm
Less
gonna-
ideal?
No, that is ideal.
Oh,
I'm going
that
to do
is
that.
ideal.
I'm going to take a blue gem, and I'm going to take the dragon card that just flipped over, and I'm going to take an ore. This one is out of my hand.
All right. And we'll refill that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pay the 2 blue gems. Oh, let me put that in my discard pile. I'm going to play the 2 blue gems to take the blue artifact. I'm going to take I think I'll pay the 2 wilds and a gold to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to take my chances with the die and see what I can get here.
2 points.
2 points. I'm on the board. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn these 2 artifacts in. So just go ahead and just put them over there. And I'm tired of making decisions when I have to.
So show it here.
Get a
Dave's going to,
card.
his runestone lets him take both abilities on an either or card, so he doesn't have to choose.
Yep, I get both. I'm tired of
Wait, let's
choosing.
fill this back out here.
Sure.
Oh, yep. Thanks, Jordan. Good reminder.
And we've had a run of yellow ones there for a long time.
Yes, we have.
What I'm going to do here is play both of these. For this, of course, I'm going to use it to get a
A wild.
wild.
Yep.
Why would you not?
You're going to get a choice and 2 points, it looks like.
Yep. 2 points, and then I'm going to take
Give me 3 more points while you're at it.
All right.
It's from where he turned in his set of artifacts.
Right. And then I'm going to take a a green.
All right. I'm going to play for these 2 cards for actions. I'm going to take a yellow and 2 yellow. And I will lose that card from my hand.
You are Captain Yellow.
Well, you know.
It's wild card, so you can't beat it. You know what? Seems like a good time to me to play some cards buy some new cards. I'm going to play 3 yellow. Give me the 2 first cards there, Jordan. All right. Go in my discard pile, slide them down, and refill. Refill with 2. There we go. All right. I tell you, the art in this game, I really dig it.
Yeah, the Dennis Llewellyn did this. He also did some of our other games. Merlin. The art in this is excellent. The cards are all very good. The board's great. The box cover's great.
Oh, I agree.
The player boards are great. The art's fantastic.
Yep. I'm very impressed.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase some of these.
Okay.
I'm going to purchase a green.
Okay, doesn't matter which one, but
Right.
there you go.
I paid a green and a clear.
A green and a yellow.
Okay. Which yellow do you want?
Because you're going to get a...
Or the die.
Yep. Or die, or, yeah, you can't get the
So
3
what are the
points.
choices on the die?
You can get 2 points. You can turn any color in for a clear. You can get 1 point. You can get your choice of any gem. You can get an or you can get a card, which would be drawing a card off the top of the stack.
All right. And so with or, I can turn 3 in for one of these?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But you don't have any... Do you have 1 ore? Have you gotten any ore yet?
Yes, I have an or.
Okay. So you're talking about maybe picking that one up and getting a second ore, potentially, or rolling the die,
Yes.
which could also give you an ore. I mean, you never know.
I think I'm going to take an or.
So you're going to take this one.
All right.
Yes.
So we're going to replace those with a blue and a red. All
And
right.
your green goes, it's a little hard to see, it's over there in the woods. You see on the
right
side of your board.
Right, but where did my green...
I don't, did we give it? It's right there on the board. There
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Yeah,
Losing
it's-
track of it.
So I'm going to buy artifacts.
Wait, Jordan, are you going to turn in? Or are you
Oh,
going to
sorry.
keep?
I'm going to keep going.
Okay, he's going to
I'm going to turn in 3 for a white.
All right.
And I'm going to turn in... I think I will turn in 3 blue. My yellow, again, are wild. And I'll take this.
And
And
get
I'll
an
take an
ore.
ore. And that's my turn.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play for actions. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 gold, a white, and a red because I can, on mine, even though I have a choice,
You don't have to
I
make
don't
the
have to make a
choice.
choice. So, yes, so I'm going to get 4 gems, 2 gold, a white, and a red.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could have that Rune Stones power when you were going to dinner with your wife and you said, "Where do you want to go to dinner, honey?" And
Well, yeah, but you could go to, Hardee's and Red Burrito, and then,
that's true.
But
I wouldn't take my wife to dinner.
right, you probably
at
wouldn't.
Hardee's, probably.
That probably wouldn't work out too well. All right, you're up, Jordan.
I'm going to play these 3.
You're going to
I mean,
get 2 gold for sure.
I'm going to take 3 gold, essentially.
All right. There you go. Oh, we need to refill here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Some more variety out there now.
That's right.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, I'm going to play this. This lets me roll the die, and we'll be out of the game.
1 point.
Get a point, please. I haven't had much luck with the die there. And this is going to give me a
He's,
green and a
yeah.
gem of my choice, which, of course, will be yellow.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and buy some gems here, or some artifacts rather. So I'm going to turn in 2, a wild and 2 blue. Take that one. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn in a wild and 2 gold and take that one. So go ahead and give me an ore, and then I get to roll the die. And give me 2 points, please. I'm black. And then go ahead and get refill here. All right.
All All right,
And
Jordan,
now
you're up.
we're ready to go.
Okay, I'm going to buy some artifacts as well. I'm going to buy the 2 red and the 3 yellow.
The 2 red and the 3 yellow, so you get an ore with that.
Yes. And let me see here.
Need to
I
keep-
Now
am
you can go ahead and turn in.
I gotta keep
right.
my gem somewhere else. My gem from here ended up over here, so I need to keep them somewhere else.
Okay.
You'd be getting an extra gem every turn.
Right.
And can
So
I go
he
ahead
gets
and-
Jordan gets 15 points because he just turned in 5 artifacts, and now he gets a choice of Rune Stone.
Okay.
And then we need to go ahead and refill here.
Hmm.
So which one are you going to take, Jordan?
I'm going to take this one.
All right, so you're taking the one that's going to let you pick a wild or pick a color of gem, and that gem will be wild for you for the rest of the game.
It's I have a pretty wide spread of gems, but I'm thinking it's going to be yellow. I have a lot of multiple yellows.
Okay.
Seems to be the popular thing.
So just take a-
copying me.
Take a yellow stone and put it right on there. And like Travis said, just try to keep it separate from your gems you collect.
Right.
That way,
So I'm going to play these. That one will be gone. That, of course, will be a yellow, and this one will let me have a yellow and a green.
all right.
By the way, whenever you turn these in for an artifact, the ore,
Yeah.
is that an action or is that part
It's
of one
part
of
of
these?
buying
Part of
artifacts.
the buying artifacts action.
But
So
remember, you don't get the bonus.
You
if
do have to
buy
take
one.
the artifact action to turn them in.
Right.
You do that instead of paying gems.
Okay, and it does still count the 2 limit on
Yes.
purchasing?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play for actions. So I'm going to go ahead and get an ore for this one, and it's out of the game. And then I'm going to get a green, and I'm going to get a choice of. I can take a green card from the display, and so I have 2 choices there, and I'm going to go ahead and take the 12. Give me the 12 card there. Thank you, sir. All right. And I get a green gem and an ore, please. All right.
Jordan, you're up. Slide and fill first, Dave, while Jordan takes his turn.
I'm going to... Wait, is that what I want to do?
Are you playing for action?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to give you a red, a green, or a red or a
Taking
green.
two, why
or
would you
red
take the
and a
red
wild.
instead of the wild?
Right. I was not looking at that. I was just saying the 2 red.
If I have to explain the value of wild to you one more time, I get to punch in. All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
turn in for some gems.
Okay.
I'm going to go
Here,
right.
some
or
artifacts.
artifacts. I'm going to go here
Okay.
and here. Of course, my yellow or wild, so I get a red, and I get a green, and I get an ore. And
All right.
we'll fill those back up with a yellow,
How about a green?
a green, and a blue.
A green and a
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in for some artifacts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in 2 gems for a green. And I'm going to go ahead and turn in 3 ore for the red. Now note I don't get the bonus. I don't get to roll the die because I used ore. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn in my 4 artifacts for 10 points.
10 points for black.
And I'm going to take a Rune Stone, and I think I will take the one that is going to give me the 2 purchase power.
All right. Jordan, you're up.
Okay.
Now, one thing, you can only ever have 4 Rune Stones. And once you've filled up, you won't be gathering any more of those, but you can always turn your artifacts in for points.
All right.
So just because you don't get a Rune Stone doesn't mean you can't turn into artifacts.
Well, right now I'm going to get some artifacts.
So you're turning into 3 ore, and what do you want?
And
So you want the red?
Yes.
Okay.
And let me take a look here at what I have left. I'm going to take The green.
Okay, now you don't get the ore for that.
Correct. Right. So that's me for my turn.
Just a pro tip here, you should have taken the gold one.
He already has a gold
I
one.
know he did, but he could have kept
I
you
would have
from
taken
getting
the
it.
white one. But
Yeah, the white one is good too.
I'm going to turn
'cause
in
you can
there
always take that
for
with the
2
ore.
red. I'm going to turn in a white, which that's wild. And I'm going to get one of each of these 3 to end up with that. I'll lose this one from my hand, and that goes to my discard.
So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take. I've got 3 purchase power if I use this. That'll give me 4. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to play these 2 plus my 2 for 4. And I'm going to go ahead and take this guy right here and give me the 1. And then that's going to be my turn, and I'm going to go ahead and draw back up.
You slide, Dave. Slide and
Yeah.
fill.
Yeah, I can't reach over there.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it's like I said, that's why we need a minion to just handle the cards for us.
And I'm going to play these 2 cards. So that fella goes into my ever-growing, gone forever pile. And 2 yellows and 2 reds.
I think he's learned.
Yeah, I think he's got it now. He's playing quicker too.
It was only one time.
It's twice.
Was it? I don't believe you. We'll have to watch this.
Okay.
What you got
All right,
for us,
2
Trav?
points,
2 points?
a green, and a yellow.
2 points for Brown there. Go away, fly. Shoe fly. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 purchase power. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play those 3 for 5 with my +2. And then go ahead and give me the 1 and the 2 2s, please. All right.
Slide and fill.
Now we'll see. I keep saying this. We'll get see what I can do with this deck.
Dave, why don't
now.
you help him slide and
I
fill
will.
there?
I'm going to draw back up. There we go. Okay. So let's bring these down. Wow. That's nice.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to play both of these. That one goes away. Let me make sure I don't miss anything. I'm going to take the blue from it. And get me 1 point and a red.
All right. Travis.
All right. I guess I'm going to play these for action. So I'm going to get an ore. I'm going to take that dragon card. And I'm going to get a yellow. And I'm going to do that. And... whoop.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play these for actions. This one's going to go out of the game, but I'm going to get a green and a gold. And then I'm going to play this one as well and get a green and a red. And then I'll draw back up. I'm done.
I'm going to purchase the 2 blue and the white. I'm going to turn it in for 15.
Turn in for 15 again?
Yep.
Well, move Jordan up 15.
So
The old,
33.
the old man goes to 33. Nice. Nicely done.
All right, I'm going to turn in for gems. I'm going to turn those 3 in for white that I'll put right here.
Yep. Well, you could turn in for the. Are you going to get the gold and get 3 points out of it?
I can't.
Sure, you can.
How?
Oh, you don't have enough gold.
Yeah, math's funny like that.
Oh. I figured with all that wild you had, you could have afforded it.
Yep, but I'll turn in for this red.
Yeah, there's no point in doing that
And I'll
action if
take
you're
an
not
ore.
going to get 2, you know?
Right. And then I'll turn this set in for 15. And
15 points.
I will take,
Oh, that's right. I have to get one as well.
Let's go ahead and refill.
take the one that lets me exchange a gem for an ore or an ore for a gem every turn.
So when I turned in, I didn't grab one of these. What does this one do?
That
Every
one
time you
gives
play a card
points.
for points,
Like this
one, you get an extra point.
So you'd get 3 for that.
Hand limit is 6 instead of 4.
Okay.
Double the die value, whatever you roll on the die, you get it twice. Instead of either or, you get both. And finally, you get to play 3 cards.
What's the in-game scoring?
I'm going to take the.
65.
No, what's the
Oh,
in-game
it's,
scoring? It's like 1 point per artifact, and then.
I think you
points
get to
for
turn your
gems.
sets in, don't you? I think it's 1 point per gem, and then you turn your sets in. Does it sound right? I think
Something
you still
like
get to
that.
turn your sets in, right?
Yeah,
I took the 6-card hand.
the 6-card hand limit. Nice.
And I've already taken mine, so I think it's your turn.
Okay.
Because he
Are
was
we up?
late.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play for actions. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to go ahead and turn in for gems. So I'm going to take the 2 red, or 2 green, and the 2 red. Take these 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn them in for 3 points, please. And then I'm going to take the one that I can do 3 cards at a time when I play for actions. And I will lose the top 2, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's the way it goes.
Okay.
We'll see if that can. Haven't tried that one yet. It's got the potential to power your play because you're gonna speed up your collection of items, and I've got a fairly good sized deck.
I'm going to play those 2 for points to purchase cards. I'm going to. I'm thinking here. Well, you know what? I'm going to take just both of those. I know that I still have one left, but it's all right.
Right, slide and fill. Dave.
All right.
What the heck? All right. I'll turn this in for a blue and a wild, an ore, and I will take the 67 card, the green 67 there, Dave.
All right. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be the. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in for purchasing power. I'm going to increase my deck size just a little more. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to take the 1, the. Go ahead and give me that one. Yep. And then I'll take this one as well. All right. There we go. Okay.
Slide and fill when you get done, Dave.
Yeah. Whoop. All right, another dragon, and then we got 2 dragons in a row.
So what do those cards mean?
Which ones? That
Take
means
any card you want.
Yeah, you can take any card from the row that you want. and you would get a wild gem in the one case. I mean, you'd get a gem of your choice in the one case. In the other, you actually get 2 cards, which is pretty strong.
Right.
Very strong, actually. So I need 1 more card. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to play those for purchasing power. I'm going to take...
Help him out there, Dave. Slide and fill. All right. I'm going to turn in a blue for an ore. Then I'm going to buy some artifacts. I'm going to turn in 3 artifacts for a white. And I'm going to turn in 3 green. No, I'm going to turn in 3 yellow for this and take another ore.
All right, go ahead and fill. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play 3 cards for actions. So I'm going to get a gold, 3 blue, a point, and I get to roll the die. And that one is going to give me an ore, please. And then I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards. And they're going to go in a discard pile up here. Do we have a discard pile for the
I have one
creatures?
here, but
Okay.
Jordan's got some kind of crazy
Jordan,
discard.
just check
Separate
that
your
pile.
druids from your
Any
creatures.
druids, yeah. Any druids you have are out of the game completely. Creature cards we can just discard over here.
And what is the difference again?
The one is your
Druids
starter
are gonna
cards.
be your old dude with the beard on. The creatures all
Wow.
look like,
There we go.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So which ones go out? My cards?
Yeah, the druids ones never come back. These will come back.
I'm trying to see what those last 2 cards over there are.
This one is get 2 green. This is get a point and an ore. So you're playing for action.
You're going to roll the die and take 2 cards.
You're
Yep.
playing. Okay. Yeah, that would only be 2 points of purchasing power.
I know I want this.
All right.
I think I want this as well.
Okay, slide and fill and roll the die.
That goes to this. Not that. That's my gone forever pile. And
Make it easier, your discard pile, if you put it face up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you're
way you don't
right.
get them confused.
okay.
Roll the die.
Okay. There I put it.
Yeah, we put it right in front of you. Isn't that nice?
So you can turn,
Any gem into a wild
And you don't have any
gem.
gems,
You don't
so
have any
you-
gems. So it does you
so I'm going to turn a
good.
green in for an ore.
All right.
I'm going to play these cards. I'm going to take 2 white and 2 yellow.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 purchasing power. So I'm going to take 2. Let's see. I might take 2, 5, and then go ahead and give me this one as well. So that's 7 points of power that I just paid. So that's there. All right. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and Jordan, it's your turn.
I'm playing these 2 cards.
3 red and a clear.
Yep.
Give me the ones that are going out that aren't the druids. We'll just keep them over here. All right. I'm going to turn the green in for an ore. And then I'm going to buy some artifacts. I'm going to
All right.
turn 3 in for a white, and then I'm going to turn 3 in for a green, which is going to let me roll the die. Well, that doesn't do
Well.
me any good either.
You and Jordan twice.
Yep.
Twice
I
that's
will turn
bit you.
this set in, though,
That may be something to be said for holding on to a gem.
I guess.
Because when you roll that die, it's real disappointing.
So I turned that in for 15. That takes me to 40. And I get to take another Rune Stone.
Yep.
I think I'll take the hand limit of 6.
That's not a bad one to get. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play for power. I'm going to go ahead and play these 3 cards. So I'm going to get a red, I'm going to get a red here and a green, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the red in for 2 white. So I'll just take the 2 white and the green for those 2 cards. And then this one is going to give me a gold and a point, please. And then I'm going to lose these 2 cards. I'll put them in the discard pile. Then that one goes here. And Jordan, it's your turn. So I'll draw back up.
And let's
Oh,
fill back out this the artifacts.
okay. Yep, we got to fill 1 artifact here. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to play these 2. So a blue and a yellow, and turn in a white for a yellow, red, and green.
The one that's out. All right, I'm going to turn these 2 in. I'm going to get a green and a yellow. Then I'm going to turn in a white to get a yellow, a blue, and a green. And I'm going to turn in one of these blues for an ore. And that is out of my hand.
So I'm going to go ahead and play for power. So I'm going to play 3 cards. So I'm going to get 1, 2. I'll take, so it's going to be this card, and this card. So these 2 are going to be out. But I'm going to get 2 gold and a red for these 2 cards plus a gold card. So I'm going to go ahead and take that gold card now. So I'm going to take that and put it in my deck. So it was 2 gold and a red. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a wild for this, or a choice for this one rather. And that choice will be...
You don't have to make a choice.
No, on this one.
Ah.
You know what? I'll take a green since I'm... Well, you know what? No, I'll take a red instead. Seems to be a good decision. Okay, and then I'm done. These 2 are out of the game.
Both of them? Oh, you're playing 3 now?
Yeah, I'm playing
Okay.
3. And then I keep that, and then I'll draw back up. 1, 2,
Jordan, you're up.
and
Okay.
3.
So I'm going to buy artifacts. I'm going to get, let's see. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to get the red.
Which red?
I'm going to do the die roll.
Okay.
Okay. And... Okay. I'm also going to do the blue.
Okay. Did you roll the die?
Not yet. Okay. What's that say? Any color turns
You can
into...
turn in a red or a green for a white. I mean, you could do yellow, but that wouldn't do you any good.
Right.
All right.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to turn in that for an ore, and then I'm going to buy artifacts. I'll turn those 3 in for a white, and I'll turn those 3 in for a green. Nope. I'll turn those 2 in for a yellow.
Okay, there you go. Let's have a. Do we need to reshuffle these?
We will need to reshuffle them, yeah.
Okay. You can get that in a minute. All right. So we ready? That was your turn, right?
Yep, that was my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn in 2 blue and 2 red, and I'm going to take these 2 right here, blue and red, and then I need to refill those, please.
I hope that was one you really wanted to play. I hope it was one of the white ones.
Dropped a card, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
apparently.
he
it's-
dropped a card, right?
Right.
He's been
Why would I want to get rid of one of my cards whenever I'm spending them quite a bit?
I don't know.
Oh, I was like, where's that supposed to go? Okay. I'm going to play both of these,
All right.
and I'm going to
Take
take
a
that
bunch
white.
of cards, huh?
Yep. That's right. And let's see. Gonna take this one. And one of those. I'm gonna take this one.
All right, slide and fill. And you get something else, right? 1 gem.
All right, Trav, you're up.
All right,
What do you
I'm gonna
got for
turn
us?
that in for an ore. I'm going to play these cards for actions. I'm going to get a blue and a white and a green and a yellow.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some gems. So I'm going to pay the 4 yellow for 3 points, please. And then I'm going to go ahead and pay the 3 green. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do something else? Yeah, I'll pay the 3 green for the green, and then I'll roll the die, and it will give me a card off the top of the deck. So I'll go ahead and take that, and that goes there. That's handy. Okay. Thank you, Jordan. All right, you're up, sir.
Gonna play both of those. And I get a blue card. There's only one blue card.
All right, you're up, Trav.
I am up. All right, we're going to turn in a green for an ore. Will you slide and fill up there for me, Dave?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we've about gone through the deck, so we'll be shuffling here shortly, it looks like. What you got for us, man? What's your plan?
It's nice that you think I have a plan.
Eh,
All right.
well, you've
Turn-
got 40
Turn these in
points. You're
for
winning.
a green and a yellow, or green and a white, rather. And then I'm going to turn a white in for a yellow, a blue, and a green.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, so I'm going to play 3 cards for actions. So there's my 3 cards. I'm going to get a gold and a white, and then I'm going to use this to do the 2 gold to turn into 3 points, and then I'm going to get a gold and a blue. And then these 2 cards are out of the game. Did you give me 3 points?
Nope.
All right, give me 3 points, please. All right. There we go. All right.
I'm going to play these 2 cards and get 2 red and trade in one of these for a red, yellow, and green.
Okay.
And there you are for your discard deck over there.
All right, I'm
And
going to turn in for Rune Stones. First, I'm going to turn a green in for an ore.
For artifacts, you mean?
Artifacts, yeah, sorry. I'm going to turn in 3 ore and get a white. Then I'm going to turn in 3 wild and get this red, which gives me an ore. And that's it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do 3 cards for power. So I'm going to get a green and a red. I'm going to get a gold, which I'm going to immediately turn in for 2 whites. Or actually, no, I'm going to turn in a gold for 2 white. And then I'm going to get a point, and I'm going to get an ore, please. Thank you. And then these 2 cards are out, and this one goes in my deck. And now we're ready for the next turn.
okay. I'm going to purchase this yellow. And that green.
This green?
Yes. So an ore and a die roll. Turning that red into a wild. And it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to turn a green in for an ore,
Look at you.
and then I'm going to turn in to buy cards. 3
Okay.
plus 2 is 5.
Help me out here, Jordan. What do you want?
I'll take the 1 and the 4.
The 1 and the 4?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Slide. All right, we're almost through the deck here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn in. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in 2 blue. Actually, let's go ahead and turn in 3 blue for an ore. So give me an ore, Jordan, and then I'll turn in 4 for a wild artifact, please. And then we might as well kept that because I'm going to go ahead and turn in my 4 or my set for 15 points. And I'm going to go ahead and take the, which one should I take now? I'll take the one that'll give me an extra point whenever I turn in for points. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here, play both of those, get a white and a blue, and pick a blue card, but there's not a blue card. So
No blue cards. So that one's no good for you, Jordan. That's all right.
All right, I'm going to turn a blue in for an ore.
Turn in for artifacts, or are you going for more power?
Oh, I think
Well, you only got 1 blue gem, so you could buy an artifact for a 3 ore.
Yeah, I'm going to get and turn in. I'm going to play cards.
Okay.
I'm going to play these. I'm not going to do that one. It goes out of my hand. That goes here, and I get 2 yellow.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play cards for actions. So I'm going to play these 3 cards. So I'm going to get 2 points because of my Rune Stone. I'm going to get an ore, please. I'm going to get a green and another green and a red. And then I'm going to get a green card, and I'll go ahead and take this guy right here. And then these 2 cards are out of the game. And that one goes back in my deck, and then we will slide and fill. And then I will go ahead and start shuffling these and get us a new draw deck set up.
all right. And in the meantime, I'm going to purchase, let's see, that blue for 2. And this white. And I'm going to sell off here. And I'm going to pick the slashes are now pluses.
Whoops. And you get 15.
Yep.
And Jordan takes the lead.
I'm going to play these cards. I'm going to take a green and a yellow. I'm going to turn in this blue for an ore, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, it's my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play for actions. I'm going to go ahead and play these 3 cards. So don't want to move that piece now. That's Jordan's score. So I'm going to get a blue. I'm going to get 2 points. I'm going to get a blue, a gold, and a red.
And a couple dice rolls.
And I'm actually going to roll the die 2 times. Give me a point. And let's see what else I get. Give me a gem of my choice, except a wild, and I will take another green. All right, there we go.
I'm going to play these 2 fellas. So I'm going to get a blue, a wild, a green, and a red. And it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to play those for 4 plus 2, 6 points. I want that one right in the middle with the yellow right in the middle for 3. And then I want the other 3 is fine.
This one, okay.
Whoa.
Actually, no, give me the 2. Yeah, that one.
Okay, slide and fill. I'm going to go ahead and play for actions. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in a blue for 2 white. I'm going to get 3 points, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to get a green and a red. And I am done. And I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards out of the game. And this one goes into discard. And then I have to shuffle and redraw. So I'm done.
I'm playing these 2, so I'm getting a red, a yellow, and 2 greens. And this fella goes in.
You put another one in that stack over there, I think.
It was the wizard.
Okay. All right, my turn. I'm going to turn green in for an ore, and I'm going to play these 2 cards to get 4 yellow.
All right. There's 3 and 4. All right. So
4, 5, 6.
I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 gold and 2 red. Let's do 3 red. Let's do 4 red. So I'll take the...
This is why he bought the one that doesn't make him decide, so he doesn't have to make any decisions.
I'll take this and an ore. And then I'll take the red over there and 3 points. Whoop. We'll get that in a minute. And that'll go there. And then that's the end of my turn. So go ahead and refill.
Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to buy the green that costs 2 and the red that costs 2.
Okay, and let's refill. All right, Travis.
All right, I'm going to buy
Gold. And so you get an ore for that, right? And then you're going to turn in the ore?
for
All right, let's refill. All right. Yeah, you didn't want that, did you? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase. So I'm going to do 3 ore for the wild. And 3 green, or 2 green for the green. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn in for 15 points. So that's 54, so that's 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. 69 points. All right. Jordan, you have a turn. This is it. This is the last turn.
Okay.
Remember,
No,
you can...
I definitely didn't want you to be able to buy that green.
You did not want me to buy that green, and I was just hoping that you flipped a green on one of those 2 spots.
Well,
Now, I still don't know. I mean, you're going to get...
No, I can't get 6.
You got to get a lot of points.
Right. I'm going to get enough. I'm going to get 13 points.
Right.
yeah. And that's all I'm doing there.
Okay, so by passing 65, I've triggered the end game. Now, you would technically go ahead and turn in for points at this time, because I don't think at the end of your turn, because you wouldn't have...
Right.
You're not going to get anything else.
Right.
So you
you're gonna
get 10
for your-
points.
for your artifacts.
So that's 58, and then you're got 1 gem. Now you have no gems left, do you?
No.
He does have 1 ore, but it's not enough.
Right.
He need 3.
And you're going to get 10.
I'm going to get 13.
13. So 40, that's 53.
And I've got
Another 2
2
points. All right, so that would be the end of the game. So I get I'm the king.
You are.
The king of the druids. So what'd you think of the game, Jordan?
I liked it. I liked how it really was pretty simple, but in a good way. Got a hold of it relatively quickly with the normal forgetting a couple things as we go along. But once you figure out what to do, you get into the rhythm of it, and you kind of see where you're supposed to go. And I think that it would also go very quickly if we were to play it again. So it was good.
So I've played the game 3 times now, and I really quite enjoy it. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to victory, especially with the different rune stones. You can basically tailor your deck and then get the rune stones that are going to help you power that deck and score the points to drive for the end of the game. So I think the card play's clever, and the art on this, I think I've already mentioned it, is fantastic on the card art, the board art, the cover art. So I think this one's going to be a good one for Queen.
I'm a big fan of Rune Stones. Of course, as we've already mentioned, the art is great, but the gameplay is really good. I love the automatic calling. It creates some vicious choices of when to play cards, because there's some cards you want to keep in your hand and you just don't have a choice when you want to play it. You're going to end up losing it. There are a lot of strategies that are subtle. You have to kind of figure out what they are, but by crafting the different sets of Rune Stones, you're able to build sort of an engine that leads to several strategies. I've played, I think, 4 times, and I've played a different strategy every time that's kind of crafted subtly within the different rune stones that you pick up. I also think this game is perfectly suited for Queen. We've already got 1 expansion that we're offering through the Kickstarter that adds some additional cards and additional rune stones, and if you're a fan of Queen, you know we do a lot of Queenies. And this game lends itself perfectly to Queenies. More cards, more rune stones, more abilities, so that you can just expand the different combinations of rune stones you can have out on the board that lets you build different engines and different strategies to winning the game. Again, I think it's very good. Our play went along because we had learning and talking through and teaching the rules, but I think it's going to play in about 45 minutes once you know how to play, maybe an hour at the most. Very good. I like it a lot. Anyway, that was our playthrough of Rune Stones. Thanks again to the Mia Cuppa Coffee Lounge here in Elk City for letting us play, and we hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a great day.